Assalamu alaikum class. Today we are going to start our first chapter, that is matter. Okay, so what is matter basically? Okay, anything that has mass, okay, and occupies some space is called matter. So see around you, look around you, and you see each and everything having some mass and contains and occupies some space, so they are considered as matter. For example, trees, chairs, tables, water, you yourself. Okay, these are all matter. Okay, so is it clear? Matter is anything that has mass and occupies some space. Is it clear? So now comes what is the composition of matter. Okay, so a lot of discussion takes place only times that matter is what is matter composed of, what happened when matter is broken. Okay, so finally an opinion which holds till today is matter consists of extremely small particles and of different kinds. And what are the name of the particles? That is atoms and molecules. Okay, so matter is composed of atoms and molecules. Is it clear? And what are the characteristics of these particles? Okay, the characteristics of these particles are that these particles are very small and they cannot be seen with our naked eyes. Is it clear? Atoms and molecules are very small and they cannot be seen with our naked eyes. And another property is that they always in motion. They are not in rest. Okay, they always keep in moving. They keep in moving always. Okay, and they exert force on each other. Okay, as they are in motion, so they exert force on each other, and there is a space between them. Okay, so these are the four characteristics of these particles. The first is small, cannot be seen with our naked eyes, in motion, always in motion, exert force, and there is a space. Okay, so it is an activity, okay, which shows that particles of matter are always in motion. For this activity you have to take a glass tumbler, potassium permanganate crystals. Okay, what we have to do? Take glass and fill it water. Okay, slowly add some potassium permanganate in it, and what we observe that, remember, do not stir with the water. What we observe that? We observe that the color of the water changes and get purple. So what we find out from this experiment? What is the conclusion of this experiment? Okay, we find out that the crystals mix with water, the crystals of potassium permanganate mix with water, because both water and potassium permanganate particles moves continuously. Okay, we see the property that particles are always in motion, so particles move continuously. In this way we can able to show this activity, by this activity can show that particles of matter are always in motion. Okay, is it clear? So there is another activity. Okay, what is the aim of this activity? To show that particles of matter have a space between them. In the previous activity, what we have what is the aim of that activity? What we have done in that activity? That particles of matter are always in motion, and in this we have to show that particles have a space between them. And what are the materials used for this activity or experiment? We need a cylinder, measuring cylinder, a spoon, and a salt. Okay, and what is the procedure of doing this activity? Take water in a measuring cylinder and note its level. Okay, mark the level up to which water is poured in the cylinder, or we can say up to which water is filled in the cylinder. Okay, add few spoons of, say 5 or 6 spoons of salt in water and mix it. Okay, what we observe? We observe that measure the water level again. Okay, now after mixing some spoons of salt and water, and now measure the water level, what happened, whether it increased or decreased. So what we observe, the water level does not change. Okay, the salt is dissolved in water and the water level does not change. So what is the conclusion? It conclusion that the space between the water molecules, okay, because the salt particles occupies the space between the water molecules. Okay, this is the why water level does not change. Okay, and they do not require any additional space. In this way we show that water molecules have spaces between them. Okay, so now comes state of matter. Okay, in our day-to-day life we encounter with three states of matter, that is solid, liquid and gas. Okay, so what is solid? What is the property of solid? It has a fixed shape and fixed volume. This is one of the important property. Okay, for example, stone, plastic bottles, okay, rubber ball, metals, these are all the examples of solids. And other properties of solids are they keep their shapes, stay in places. Okay, if you want to put the book which is solid at its place, so it will remain there. Okay, so it means that they stay in one place and can be held, you can hold it also. Okay, they do not flow like liquids, okay, or spread out like gases. So these are the properties of liquid and these are the properties of solids. Now come to liquid. Liquid do not have fixed shape. Okay, so when you filled water in bottle, it takes the shape of bottle. When you filled water in tumbler, it takes the shape of tumbler. So we can say that liquid do not have fixed shape. Okay, and they can be poured. Liquid can be poured easily and okay, and it can flow. Okay, so this is the characteristic, this is property of liquid, and it is very difficult. Yes, they are difficult to hold in our hands. Okay, we are unable to hold, we are unable to pick the water. Okay, like we are picking the book, we are picking the stone. So it is difficult to hold the liquid in our hand. Okay, so another property is that they always take the shape, they always take up the same amount of space. It means that their volume stays the same. Means if you are filling a certain quantity of liquid in bottle, okay, and you are filling the same quantity of liquid in another thing, okay, so volume remains the same. Is it clear? Change their shapes depending upon the shape of the container they are kept in, but they are always take up the same amount of space. Is it clear? Shape can be changed. If you put in tumbler, it takes the shape of tumbler. If you put in bottle, it takes the shape of the bottle, but the amount of space it takes remains the same. And few examples of liquid here are given as water, milk, honey, petrol, diesels. These are the few examples of liquid. Okay, so solid and liquid, these are two states of matter. The third one is state of matter is gas. Okay, gas has neither fixed shape nor fixed volume. Remember, this is very important property of gas, that it has neither fixed shape. There is no fixed shape in gas, neither it has fixed volume. Okay, and another important property of gas, mostly gases are colorless, they don't have any color. Okay, gases spread out and change their shapes on volume to fill up whether containers they are kept in. Okay, you see, when you press the perfume bottle, or when you press the deodorant, then the gas comes out and they spread all over the room. Okay, and also when it comes out, it takes the shape, it changes their shape. Okay, when it is inside the bottle, it takes the shape of bottle. When it comes out, changes the shape. And another important property of gases is gases can be squashed, means you can compress it. Okay, you can press it. Okay, you can, and the example of gases are oxygen, nitrogen, carbon dioxide. Okay, these are the some examples of gas. So this thing is clear to you that there are three states of matter: solid, liquid and gases. Okay.